What's going on, guys? Today I am excited to give you a first look at a brand new product coming in March from JLab Audio. We're talking about the JLab Go Air True Wireless Earbuds. But before we jump into any more details on these guys, if this is your first time to the channel, welcome to Plug and Play. My name is JDubb, and the goal of this channel is to help you guys make a better tech buying decision. Now, if that sounds like something you're interested in, please consider subscribing to the channel, hit that bell notification so you don't miss any other videos. Now, with that all said, let's unbox these guys and see what we get. All right, guys, so here we have the JLab Go Air True Wireless Earbuds. Now, again, this is a first look. I will be following this video up with a full video, full review in the coming weeks after I give them a full testing, but this is right out of the box. I just got them in the mail, and I wanted to open them up and give you guys kind of an idea of what they look like to start building a little bit of hype around these, because I am very, very excited about this product. So, what are they? Now, these are modeled, they look very similar probably because they're modeled after the JBuds Air. So they look very, very similar in shape, design, and stuff like that. But just like the packaging is smaller, these are also smaller. In fact, they are 20% smaller, which you'll see when I pull them out of the package. I'll do a side-by-side comparison with the JLab JBuds icon. So we'll do that here in just a moment. But packaging-wise, there's the JLab blue that we come to expect. Everything that we have is here. We get the smallest fit ever from a JLab earbud product, dual connect, touch sensors, all that good stuff. Long-lasting battery life. So it says that we get 5 hours of playtime on each earbud, and then 15 additional hours with the case. So a total of 20 hours of battery life, which is great. Size-wise and weight is a big factor there. And so because these are so much smaller and so much lighter than their other products, we do see a little bit reduced, but 5 hours is still pretty good for a pair of true wireless earbuds. Then we get the dual connect, which is huge. Now, again, I'm going to talk about these and then we'll talk about price, because it's going to kind of blow your mind, I think, when we get to that point. But dual connect means that you can basically use each earbud independently. So you could be charging the left or the right one in the case and still be using the left or the right earbud on top of that. And then you also have the custom built-in EQ settings that JLab is known for, which is fantastic. So with that said, let's crack this guy open here. So we got a nice little magnetic flap here. This is what they look like. So I've got a kind of a navy blue looking color here. They come with multiple ear tips, as we should expect. And then there's all your touch controls. They are touch sensitive, which is super, super exciting. And here is the case of the earbud. So let's see if there's anything else in here. So we've got a little instruction manual, and then down here in the bottom are our additional ear tips right there. Now, you're probably saying, well, there's no charging cable. Well, they've done what they did with the other JLab JBuds products, and they put the charging cable built in. So this has got a USB-A charging cable built into the case, so you don't need to bring any additional stuff there. So, but here is the package. This is what it looks like right out of the box. This is the navy blue looking color. I'll show you in just a moment. There's some cool colors. But we have the JLab logo there. There's your earbuds in an open format, so there's no lid on these, which we'll talk about, but you got your left and right markings on the inside, and then you have your little LED charging light right there, which is currently kind of pulsing because these are currently charging. So the package is very, very compact. So you can see it fits easily in my palm. There's no sharp edges really in here. They're going to slide in and out of pockets really easily. It's kind of a pill shape. And so side-by-side comparison, there is the JLab JBuds icon package here. This is the case. You can see these are pretty worn. I use these guys a ton. They're a little bit thinner, right? So it's a little bit thinner overall. Width-wise, I would say they're that same pill shape. They are actually just a tiny bit smaller in that way as well. Width-wise, they're the same. But overall, they're not quite as thick for sure. They're definitely a thinner profile than these guys. But these guys also have the flip lid on the inside. Pulling the earbuds out, let's pull these guys out here and let's take a look at these side by side. So earbud comparison, okay, right side by side, here you go. These are the size, so you can see that they are pretty significantly smaller. One of the things that they mention on these guys is that they put a longer stem on the earbud tip here to get them deeper into your ear to get a better seal. And the great thing about this as a smaller product is if you have smaller ears, a lot of people, one of the main complaints that I hear about these is that just the size of them overall. Sometimes people have a hard time fitting them in their ears, and so they've kind of solved that by going with a much smaller overall profile. but they look really, really nice. They have touch controls right here on the front. You got your microphones right there on the bottom. That's actually like LED indicator, but you have microphones on here as well. You've got a standard gel tip, which is got the JLab branding on it. You can put cloud foam tips on these, so you can buy those separately. They do sell them on the JLab website, but that's basically it. Now, the first thing that I was concerned about when I first saw these was this open format for the case here, right? Because there's nothing to keep them really in. There's no lid like there is with the JLab icons. So I was a little bit concerned. The nice thing is that you'll notice in here, you'll see the two metal contacts on the outside, the two rings. Those are double magnets. So they have magnetized these guys. These are, I'm shaking them almost as hard as I can, not coming out of there. They're not coming out of there unless you want them to. And so I was concerned about that up front. Not so concerned about it now that I've seen them in person and things like that. So that's what you get as far as the packaging. This is what you should expect when you get them out of the box. They're really cool. This case is a really cool looking product. I'm not gonna lie. I really do like the style of this. It's a very unique, different style, not something that we see anywhere else. But once again, JLab pushing the boundaries on case design. Well, hello there. Before we jump into talking about specs, I wanted to show you kind of how they look and how they fit in here. There they are. That is what they look like in ear, okay? So you're gonna see they are much smaller. And the way that I put these in here, it is important to know how to kind of get them in and get them fitted. You put them in kind of at this angle, and then you kind of rock them back so that they sit in the back of your ear here. And that helps you get a really good seal. But overall, their profile is just really, really small. When I'm looking straight on here, they've got that size down, so you actually can't even see them, which is really nice. So as I mentioned, there's a lot being offered here at a very low price point, which we will again talk about here in just a moment. But let's just kind of break it down really quickly. So touch controls are kind of almost a standard at this point, right? We're kind of moving into the era where the touch control technology has gotten really good, and that's kind of what we're starting to see and expect when it comes from earbuds. Now, at this price point, this is kind of a great feature that we don't often see a lot. We're starting to see it more, but JLab is bringing them in to this price point, which is fantastic. On top of that, you also get dual connect. Now, dual connect is still something that we're not seeing all too often quite yet at the low budget price point that we're going to talk about for these guys. Generally, what it comes down to is, dual connect is a special chipset that you have to use to be able to do that. And that allows you, again, to have independent ears. So if you want to listen just with the right or just with the left and charge the other one and vice versa, you can do that. And again, that is not always present at a lower price point. That's something that we see in the mid-range and in the premium level, that functionality. So seeing it down at this price point is also fantastic. Colors wise, you do get a lot of options. You get the navy blue color, there's white, there's kind of an olive green, and then there's a black. So there's gonna be 4 different color options, so you can really kind of customize the look that you're going for and the style that you're going for there, which is awesome. So seeing a lot of color options in these products is also another huge benefit. Last but not least, Bluetooth 5.0, and then sound wise, I haven't really got a chance to test that fully yet, so I'm not ready to share my findings on that yet, as well as microphone quality. Stay tuned for a full review coming in the coming weeks on that, where I'll break it all down. I will give you everything that I've experienced with the earbuds at that time. So this is, again, just a first look. And so now you're probably saying, well, you've broken it all down. We've heard about all the specs. We've seen them up close. So just tell me how much they cost. Well, I'm happy to say that in March, when these guys are available, they will be coming in at $29.99. Now, for me, seeing $29.99 price point, these are definitely, as long as everything goes the way I'm kind of expecting and hoping that they will, these are going to be in contention for some of the best earbuds under 30 bucks. JLab has got a great track record, so I'm excited. So hopefully this was helpful for you guys. Hopefully this showed you something new, gets you a little bit hyped on these products. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, hit me down in the comment section below, because I love chatting with you guys down there. But that is it for me, guys. I cannot wait to do a full review, so stick around for those. But other than that, guys, I will see you in the next video.